Welcome to A.L.T, Adventure, Love, Travel. This is my amazing, wonderful husband, Adam.
And this is my gorgeous, beautiful wife, Lynn.
And we are the Aussie Lovebirds. You are watching a positive lifestyle channel where we discuss how to create loving, passionate, and healthy relationships.
We will take you on our adventure as we shoot on location from some of Australia's most unique and beautiful places.
Today, we are in the scrumptious city of Melbourne. We're in Centre Place, sipping on a chai latte.
Awesome. Welcome back. Today we discuss irrational thoughts and how they are good for you.
Yes, we all have times when we have thoughts that are irrational, right? So sometimes we are conscious of it, sometimes we're not. Many don't really like to reflect upon these thoughts, even some deny them. They deny them to ourselves and to others.
So what is an irrational thought?
An irrational thought is an opinion that is not based in evidence or reality, really. Yet the strong feelings around it can make the person believe on a subconscious level that it's absolutely true.
There are lots of different types of irrational thoughts. They are as unique as your fingerprint. For this segment, we're going to narrow in on irrational thoughts in relationships.
That's right. So what happens when irrational thoughts start to deteriorate your relationship?
It could be jealousy or distrust from your partner. You could feel your partner doesn't love you or cares for you.
True. Or you're angry and upset at your partner, but you don't really know why. Like there's this niggling thought that keeps hounding you, okay? So this can make you feel like you don't have a right to be a cranky bum. Because consciously, you know, these irrational thoughts would make you look petty or silly or wrong. Lord forbid we look wrong. But you can't help the way you feel. You just feel it.
Yep, that's right. These faulty thoughts can create a lot of suffering. It causes stress, anxiety, makes you feel tangled up inside with emotions. You doubt yourself, thinking you're losing your mind, or that there's something wrong with you.
And arguments never end well when irrational thoughts come into it. They can sabotage a relationship quicker than the daily weather change in Melbourne. We're here in Melbourne, by the way.
Shooting here because of the daily weather change.
Yes.
If it's your partner who suffers from irrational thoughts, you may have heard yourself saying to them, "You're insane. You know, it's not like that. Why would you think that?"
So the topic today is irrational thoughts are good for you. Now I hear you say, Lynn, you're insane. It's not like that. Why would you think that?
Well, in order to understand why irrational thoughts are good for you, we need to understand why we have them and where they come from.
Yeah, so I used to be a relationships counselor. So when my clients would come in and sit down and tell me they've been having irrational thoughts, I would get so excited. I go, excellent, tell me everything. I want to know them all. And so the reason for that is that I see these thoughts as a key to a greater understanding of our subconscious. So this is where many of our deep issues are stored, just waiting to be expressed and understood in a clearer light. If we don't have a trigger, like an irrational thought, then your issues will lay dormant in a big, heavy, emotional suitcase. This is what we carry around every day, and it can be so heavy. You may not realize it, that you're carrying around this issue until it's triggered by an event or a person or a situation. Then, wham! An irrational thought pops up. True story. You can allow it to create havoc within yourself and with your partner, or you can take a step back, take a deep breath, and reflect, what is this thought really meaning to you? Take accountability for your thoughts and feelings.
Yes.
Is the first step to unlocking the mystery of what is in your emotional suitcase you're carrying around. So finding a safe space to talk to a trusted friend, a family member or therapist, or your partner, it can really help you follow the breadcrumbs of your thoughts to a past situation that's caused you trauma. A trauma your mind is still holding on to, whether you realize it or not. So once you express this trauma and have a greater understanding of what your thoughts are stemming from, it creates a pathway to healing, self-empowerment and self-acceptance. Be sure not to judge your thoughts and feelings. You are human, and we are all trying to make sense of our emotions. It's not always clear.
So here's our lovebird tips.
Right, Number one, recognize when you're having an irrational thought. You can do this by asking yourself, is this true? Is it really true? How can I know it is true? If you don't have that hard evidence, then it may be an irrational thought that is just stemming from something much, much deeper. Number 2, take a step back once you realize. Don't start pointing the finger at your partner. Resist the urge to blame them or make this about them. I used to say to people, this is when you are hitting your partner with a stick that's meant for someone else. Typically, this blame stick would be for someone in your past, maybe an ex, a family member, or a friend.
So number 3, really important, take accountability for your irrational thoughts and feelings. They're yours. Nobody has control over your brain. Nobody has control over your thoughts and your feelings. They can certainly be a trigger for them, but you are in control of how you react. Your thoughts and feelings are your own, and nobody is responsible or accountable for them but you.
That's right. Number 4, find a safe space to talk to your partner without distractions. Turn those phones off, people, or talk to someone you trust with sensitive information. This takes courage to be vulnerable. So make sure the person who you confide in is someone who will listen and hear what you're saying without any judgment. I like to talk to Adam when I feel my most vulnerable and need to express my irrational thoughts, because this is when we're creating emotional intimacy. And it comes with a sense of connectedness and bonding. Plus, he has a greater understanding of the real source of my issues that created the suffering of those thoughts.
And I think for me, that understanding is really important too. So tip number 5, talk about your irrational thoughts without judgment, and keep in mind to have self-directed compassion for yourself as you journey into the past. Ask yourself, what am I thinking and feeling? Why do I feel this way? When did I feel this way before? Express that situation to your partner. And again, without blaming yourself or others, no judgment, no criticism. This is a gentle time of self-reflection.
Absolutely. Be gentle on yourself and people around you. Number 6. This is for the person who is listening to your self-reflection and journey. Okay, this is for them. For all that's holy, please do not speak. Do not interrupt them on their path to understanding themselves. This will stop the healing process and they will remain stuck in these thoughts that cause harm. This is not about you. This is not a chance for you to jump in mid-sentence to self-disclose your issues that are the same. Wait until they're completely done and feel at peace with their progress into a better understanding of the situation. Your job is to sit and listen without any judgment. Okay? That would be the most helpful to them.
Tip number 7. So once you've expressed where your irrational thoughts have come from, grab a hug from your partner. Oh, so good. And give yourself a big hug too. Apologize to anyone you may have upset or blamed due to the nature of your thoughts, and take gentle accountability. Send love and understanding to those who may have wronged you in the past. This is about you unburdening your emotional suitcase so that it's not as heavy to walk around with. You unpack that bag.
Unpack it, baby.
Yep.
It doesn't belong on you. Tip number 8. And as always, practice self-care, self-care, self-care. The more you practice all these techniques from the Lovebird tips, the faster you'll get in recognizing faulty thoughts, and the easier you'll be able to express, understand, and grow from self-reflection without all the suffering and sabotage in relationships.
So that was all about tips, and I think that's a really good list, sweetheart. That's awesome. And those tips will really help you and your relationship with your partner navigate some of these really difficult parts that we've found were so hard before, but now we have found that they're so easy now. And we've just found this great empowerment, haven't we, by being able to understand and accept our irrational thoughts.
Absolutely. I think I'm more of the irrational thought thinker, if that's such a term, than Adam. But I let him know. I let him know first up, okay, I'm about to tell you something, and I know it's completely irrational, so just bear with me and just let me express it out so I can get to a better understanding of it. And so Adam's really great. He'll just sit there and he won't judge it. He won't go, well, you did this, so I can do that. There's no blaming in this. This is me being vulnerable. So his space in this is just to be there, let me talk it out to him. And so vice versa, he can also do the same with me.
and so really the point that we've found with saying that irrational thoughts are really good is we've managed to find so much healing by accepting those irrational thoughts and processing them and working them through. And I think, we've got much better and faster and quicker, but we've kind of laid that foundation stone that's been so good that we go, yeah, here's another way that we can almost peel off that next onion layer and say, okay, we're going to get down to the next level and the next level. So it's been a beautiful journey for us.
Now you can download, print, or email these Lovebirds to altstudio72.com. Until next time, we'll see you there.
Yeah, bye.